Hi everyone. In this video, I'm explaining most widely asked Java interview questions. In this video, I'm able to cover only few questions. So let's get to the questions. What is exception and difference between checked and unchecked exception? So exception is an unexpected event which occur during the execution of a program. So which disrupt the normal flow of an execution. There are two types of exception. One is checked exception and another one is unchecked exception. Checked exception occur at the time of compilation, which can be handled with the help of try, catch, and throws keywords are finally blocks. Unchecked exceptions are occur at the time of execution, so which cannot be handled, which needs to be fixed. Unchecked exceptions are considered as a bugs in the code or program. This needs to be fixed, not to be handled. Our next question is difference between final, finally, and finalize. This is the most widely asked question in the interviews. So, final is a keyword which is used with the classes, methods, and the variables. If you are using this final keyword with the classes, that class cannot be inherited. If you are using this final keyword with the variable, that cannot be reassigned. So, if you are using this final keyword with the methods, that cannot be overridden. Finally, finally is a block which is used in the exception handling. This is the optional try catch block. Execute or does not execute, it does not bother, but by default finally will be executed in the program. So finalize is a method which is used for clean up the memory location in the program. Next question is, what are the four pillars of OOPS concept? Encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism are the four pillars of OOPS concept. Encapsulation is a binding and wrapping up of data and methods into a class is called as encapsulation. Encapsulation can be achieved with the help of a private access modifier in Java. If any data and methods are mentioned with the help of private access modifier, that cannot be accessed in any other classes or any subclasses. So that can be accessed only in the same class. So if you want to access any data and methods which is mentioned with a private keyword, that can be accessed with the help of getter and setter method. Next one is abstraction. Abstraction is a hiding a complex behavior from the users. Hiding complex internal implementation details and exposing only the essential feature to the user is called as abstraction. So abstraction in Java can be achieved with the help of abstract classes and the interfaces in Java. Next one is inheritance. Inheritance, there are two classes. One is superclass and subclass. Superclass is also called as a parent class. A subclass is also called as a child class. So subclass acquire the properties of an superclass is called as a inheritance. So inheritance is also called as a is a relationship. Different type of inheritance: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance. So next one is polymorphism. Poly means more than one form. One person can behave here in a different situation. That is called as a polymorphism. Polymorphism in Java can be achieved with the help of method overloading and method overriding. That I have done a separate question. You can understand from there. So next question is difference between abstract classes and interfaces. Abstract classes can have both abstract methods and the concrete methods. Abstract method means unimplemented method. Concrete method means implemented methods. But the interfaces cannot have concrete methods. It has only the abstract methods in it. And abstract classes can support constructor, interfaces cannot support for constructor. Abstract classes can support for constructor because abstract methods we are declaring inside the abstract classes that we are implementing inside the subclasses. So we are creating object for the subclasses, so it called the superclass constructors. So abstract classes can have constructor. Instance variable can be declared with the help of private and protected, but in the interfaces, the instance variables public, static, final by default. Our next questions, this and super. This is used to invoke the constructor of the same class. Super is used to invoke the constructor of the parent class. So this is used in the same class. Super is used in the subclasses. So which is used to call the superclass constructor. This is used for instantiation of an variables inside the classes. Super is used for calling the superclass variables or constructors. Our next questions, this and super. This is used to invoke the constructor of the same class. Super is used to invoke the constructor of the parent class. So this is used in the same class. Super is used in the subclasses. So which is used to call the superclass constructor. This is used for instantiation of an variables inside the classes. Super is used for calling the superclass variables or constructors.